All right, so $663,000 with AI dropshipping on my Shopify stores. Now, to get these results right here, I didn't have to run any type of Facebook ads, I didn't have to run any TikTok ads, and I didn't have to run any type of Snapchat ads. Now, more importantly, I didn't have to make winning creative. So, we're not going to be talking about static ads. We're not going to be talking about video ads. I didn't have to sift through products on Calidate all day that was just pump and dump after a few weeks. So, we're not going to be talking about Calidata. And most importantly, I didn't have to spend hours inside of CapCut all day, right? So in this video, we're going to be talking about two simple things. We're going to be talking about AI and we're going to be talking about Google Ads. All right. So the AI section of this video just explains how to automate your dropshipping business and simplify things so we don't have to do a lot of work. And the second part of the video is about Google Ads. So Google Ads is the platform that we want to use for dropshipping because it's the easiest, fastest, and cheapest way to make a lot of money without having to do a lot of work. All right, so just to prove that all these numbers are legit, I'm inside of one of my Google Ads account. And as you can see, guys, this is not a screenshot. All right, so if you think about it, if you do what 99% of people are doing, then you're going to have what 99% of people have, right? Versus if you do what 1% of people are doing, then you're going to be a part of the 1%, right? So with Facebook and Meta ads, it's high competition. People are out here fighting for crumbs, Super Smash Bros. Style, right? It's like a melee of the lowest profit margins ever. That's why we don't want to run Facebook ads, right? Instead, we want to run Google ads because it's like a blue ocean effect, right? There's no competition on Google, but on Facebook, it's highly saturated. All right, so now I'm on WordStream. It's a tool to see the search volume for a keyword or product. I typed in contacts, have it filtered out by the United States alone. If we take a look at the report, we can see that 550,000 people are typing in contacts every single month to Google. Another 135,000 people are typing in contact lenses, and another 110,000 people are typing in color contacts. So there's a lot of search volume, a lot of demand for the specific product, right? People are searching for the products that you could be selling. If we type in color contacts verbatim on Google, we can see all these product ads that show up at the top of the page, right? So these are Google shopping ads. These are the type of ads that we want to be running for our dropshipping business. All it consists of is just the image, title, price point, and the brand name. There's no video ads, no static ads, nothing like that. You're just running your product as a literal ad. If I come over to Aliexpress, I can see these guys are getting these products for insanely cheap prices. $2, $2.50, $3, right? And they're insanely marking up the product, right? So guys are selling it for 30, 60, 27, 36, right? So they're getting 10x profit margins, which is absolutely insane. And they're working because people are actually searching for the product that they sell. If I come to this website right here called Unibling, we look at their similar web traffic stats. We can see these guys are doing 600,000 monthly visits at their peak, which was in April, which is absolutely insane amount of traffic. And all these guys are just adding a bunch of products revolving around contacts, right? There's nothing special about the store. You guys can easily replicate a store like this in, just a few minutes with AI. But these guys are absolutely crushing it, getting a lot of volume on a simple store, right? So that's why you want to be running Google ads, guys. People are actually typing in the products and you can just sell it directly to them right in front of their faces on the top of the page. All right, so the absolute best niches to run for Google Ads dropshipping, we have fashion, we got outdoor lighting, beauty, which is a really big one. We have health and wellness, we have pets, we have supplements, and last but not least, we have general. So general is just a combination of all these niches right here. All right, so now that I gave you guys the best niches for Google Ads dropshipping, let's show you some winning stores in these niches so you can copy their products and make a lot of cash, right? All right, so if you plan on doing fashion, they can sort of copy from his Mayberry. So we check out the traffic stats of SimilarWeb. We see these guys doing about 600,000 monthly visits, which is a heat ton of traffic. They're scaling hard. And if you're coming out here, we see that most of the traffic is coming from Google Ads. So they're indeed a Google Ads dropshipping store. We head over to Qual Inspector. We see they're using the Impulse theme, and they have 1,900 products on their store. So pretty wide catalog. So we know what kind of theme they're using. We know they have a wide catalog of products. Let's check out the store. All right, so they sell shoes for women. They sell shirts, blouses, skirts, right? They sell jewelry. They sell bags. So pretty much everything that women will be wearing. If we come over here to collections, we can see tops and blouses, sweaters and knits, jackets and outerwear, right? All these items that they sell, and then shoes. They got boots, they got sandals, loafers, sneakers. So we know the guys are making a lot of money just by looking at how much traffic they're getting. Now the only thing they have to do is pretty much replicate their success by using Pokey or Copy. So what Pokey and Copy allow you to do is pretty much import all their products in one click. All you do is give them the URL, they'll copy all the products, they'll change up the titles, descriptions, all that stuff. So it's completely unique to your store, right? That's all you really want to do once you find a winning store like this, guys. Is just use Pokey or Copy to copy all that products. It's really that simple. All right, so you're planning on running outdoor lighting. Bly Achilles is a good site to copy from. These guys are doing about 170,000 monthly visits, which is a ton of traffic, and most of it is coming from Google Ads. So they're indeed a Google Ads dropshipping store. We take a look at Qual Inspector. They're running on the BE or Steam. They have 1,000 products on their website, and they're based in the con. So they're not even in the US, and they're making a lot of money with Google Ads, right? We take a look at the products. All these products you can find on Aliexpress, EA Dropshipping, and Drop. So nothing special about what these guys are doing, but they do have a pretty clean website. It's very simplistic, very modern, right? very minimalistic, and that's the approach that you want to take when running products such as these in this niche, right? So these guys are doing that well. Can't even really tell that it's a Google Ads drop shipping store. All right, so we take a look at their collection for outdoor lighting. We see all the outdoor lighting products that they sell. All these products you can find on Aliexpress. You can find them on Team Drop, stuff like that, right? And these guys are marking up at insane prices. I already know the price of some of these products, and I'm just amazed about how much they're marking up these products, and they're making a lot of money because if we look at the traffic, I mean, these guys are absolutely killing it, right? So, like I said, just go poke your copy all their products, and you can replicate their success. All right, then let me show you the next one. All right, so the last one on the list is Fanatic. This is if you're going to run a general store. So if you look at the website, it looks like crap. These guys are just using the Shrine theme. So we come over here to Quality Inspector. We can see these guys are indeed using Shrine, but they have 3,000 products on their website, which is a lot of products. Big catalogs. There's a lot of money to be made in that, right? So if we come over to Similar Web, we can see these guys are doing 281,000 monthly visits, which is a heap ton of traffic. So they're doing something right. Now, all I did was go to their website /collection/all, and it shows me all their products that they have on their store. So I'm going to come down here and I'm going to choose show 48 for each sector. And then we're going to scroll down and see what products they have. So all these products are basically general products. They're not really confined to a niche. They sell various products from AliExpress or CD Dropshipping. And all you guys have to do is really much just copy these products and run Google Ads to them, right? So just going to use something like Pokey or copy all these guys' products. It's going to change up the titles, descriptions, and all that. But these guys have like 67 pages of different products. It's absolutely crazy how many products these guys have. But yeah, this is Fanatic. Like I said, they're absolutely crushing it, and you guys are doing a lot of traffic. All right, so for product criteria, we want to be aiming to add products that have a search volume of 15,000 and above. The reason why is because we don't really want to be selling anything with low search volume. The second thing is we want to upload 100 to 1,000 products in our store utilizing tools like Poke and Copy so we don't have to do the manual listing ourselves. And the reason why you want to have this amount of products is because you want to think of Google Ads like this. The more products that you have on your store, the more opportunity a customer has to shop with you versus the competitor, right? So let's just say this is your competitor right here. They have 3 products. You have, let's say, 150 products. Obviously, the customer is going to shop with you versus them because the customer has more opportunity to shop on your store. So the more products, the more revenue for your Google Ads dropshipping business. All right, so one of the best ways to find winning products is just go to Amazon and type in the niche that you're going after. So I typed in beauty, and here are the results. So this overall pick, it's the Biodance Collagen Mask. These guys have sold 100K units in the past month at a $19 price point. So that means these guys are making $1.9 million every single month with this one product alone. If you scroll down here, there's many more winners like these toner pads. They're doing 100K units every month at an $18 price point, making $1.8 million. This Metacream Collagen Jelly Cream that did another 100K in the past month at $15, 1.5 million. And there's so many different types of products that have high bought in the past month on here, like this collagen lip balm that did 80K units in the past month at a $20 price point. $1.6 million with this one product alone. And the list just goes on and on, like I said, right? So if I come over to Google and I type in one of these winning products verbatim, which is collagen mask, I can see these shopping ads that appear. So I'm going to click on Quasi because their ad sticks out to me the most. So if we go over to the website, this is what their landing page looks like. Let's just check out their similar web traffic stats to see how much they're doing. All right, so these guys are doing about 400,000 monthly visits, which is absolutely insane. If you scroll down here to traffic sources, they're running a lot of display ads. So they're doing a lot of Google and search paid, which is really, really good. Primarily a Google brand, right? If we come over here and look at their product page, there's really nothing special about what these guys are doing. They probably use like Atlas AI to create this in just a few minutes, which you guys can do as well. So that's what you guys want to do. You guys want to find winning products that'll lead you to finding winning stores, and you can pretty much just copy all their products, right? So if I come over here to a Quality Inspector, it's actually going to tell us what their best-selling products are right off the rip. So we can just use Pokey or Copy to import these products, right? All right, so the Google Ads dropshipping automation tech stack is as follows. So we're going to use Pokey or Copy to bulk in products from winning stores. We're going to utilize Manus for product image agility. We're going to use Atlas AI to create product pages for us in less than 2 minutes. And we're going to use Claude AI for our SEO optimized titles. So this right here is the tech stack that you want to follow for your Google Ads dropshipping stores. All right, so Google Shopping Ads just come down to 2 factors: your product image and your SEO optimized title. So the SEO title is the title you see in blue here, and obviously these are the product images. These listings look like complete crap, and we can do a lot better. But self-tending drops is a winning product, so you guys are welcome. I've given you another winning product. And this is Surreal right here. They're obviously crushing it, but their product image looks like crap. So we come over to their website and check out the traffic stats. These guys are doing 250,000 monthly visits, which is absolutely insane amount of traffic. We come over to Quality Inspector. They're using the Shrine theme, so they're indeed drop shipping. and then they have 35 products on their website. So not a huge catalog. And then you can see the winning products have to revolve around tanning. You sell tanning drops, and you sell tanning mummies as well, right? But yeah, this is another winning product for you guys. But in order to do your product image optimization with AI, you want to use Manus. So I just gave it a product link, and it pretty much created these high converting product images for me. So these are really, really good looking, aesthetically pleasing product images. And I can use this as my main image inside of Commercial Center, so it can appear and mog all these guys on the Google Shopping. All right, so if we come over here to Claude, you want to use Claude for your SEO optimized title. So you just come in here to Claude, give it a prompt. You'll say like, create me an SEO optimized title. I want high relevance, quality score, and CTR for Google Shopping ads for my tanning product. And then you press enter, and Claude is going to give you an SEO optimized title that you can use, right? So this is the title that it comes up with. So the top pick was self-tanning drops, sunless tanner for face and body, natural gradual glow, vegan and cruelty-free, 1 fluid ounce, right? And just like that, guys, Claude came out with a crazy SEO optimized title. So you want to use Claude for your titles, and you want to use Manus for your product images. All right, so one of the fastest way to create high converting product pages extremely fast is just use a tool called Atlas AI. So if you know what Atlas AI is, it's pretty much a tool. You give it an Aliexpress link, and these guys are going to create high converting product pages for you. These product pages convert at a 5 to 6%, and customers are going to buy your product, guys. So it normally would take you like 2 to 3 hours to do by yourself. The power of AI and Atlas can literally do this for you in less than 2 minutes. So there's no more spending time in Shopify designing and stuff. Just use Atlas AI. If I come over here to their demo store, this will show you what the product page will look like once it's done. So if you look at this product page absolutely is stunning. It mogs anything that a Shrine theme can do, or that a Signify theme can do, right? Or a mini mog theme can do. These guys are absolutely crushing it. And this absolutely will make you a lot of money with your store. So, and the crazy thing is, once you know how to do all these processes yourself, you can easily just delegate it to a VA on Upwork. So if you know what Upwork is, it's pretty much a place where you can hire people to do tasks within inside of your business, right? So you want to be able to teach these guys how to do the processes by video recording session. You want to hire these guys for about $6 an hour, and they're going to be able to build more stores for you, right? So the more stores that you have, the more money or revenue for your business as a whole, and the more exitable assets that you have, right? So if you want to sell your company in the future, you have more assets that you can sell and make money with for a huge profit and payday. If you ever plan on exiting or selling your Google business, you want to go through Empire Flippers, or you can go through a site called Quiet Light. So these are the two best brokerages in the game. It's what all the e-commerce gurus are using to sell their businesses. So you got Amazon stores on here, you got Shopify stores, right? You got dropshipping stores. The list just goes on and on. So you just come to these sites, you can get like a free valuation, just input some details about your business, profit, etc., right? And they're going to give you a valuation. You're going to be able to list on these guys' websites. A bunch of old guys are going to come on these sites, look for businesses, right? And they might just swoop up your business one day on the random, right? And you're going to be able to exit for a 6 or 7 figure payday, right? So Quiet Light or Empire Flippers if you want to exit your Google business. All right, so the type of campaign that we want to run is called a feed-only PMAX, also known as Performance Max. If you don't know what PMAX is, it's pretty much all of Google campaign types baked into one campaign. The problem with this is that a lot of these campaign types do not convert well for e-commerce. So what we're doing with feed-only is essentially blocking all these out, and we're only going to be running on the shopping placement. So the shopping placement is where 90% of e-com people make their money with Google ads. So that's the only placement we want to serve on. So that's why it's called feed-only PMAX, right? Now, you want to set up your PMAX campaign with a $50 a day budget. You want to run the bid strategy max conversion value, and you want to run a catch-all campaign, which is advertising all products. All right, so now I'm gonna teach you guys how to set up a feed-only PMAX campaign, what other gurus will not teach you how to do. Now I'm gonna teach you guys how to do it the right way. Now, if you need the full A to Z guide on how to do Google Ads dropshipping, how to scale from 0 to 100K with Google Ads, I have a link in the description to my course. It's the first link. It's only $37 right now, but the price will be increasing soon, so make sure you act fast and grab it. All right, to get started, you want to click this icon that says New Campaign. It's going to ask us to choose an objective. We're doing e-commerce, so we're going to choose sales. You want to make sure you have your purchase conversion tracking set up the right way. I see a lot of rookies and newbies setting it up incorrectly, and this has cost them greatly. There's really no point in running advertising if you don't set this stuff up the right way, so make sure it's set up the correct way and click Continue. Now for campaign types, we're doing PMAX. We want to select PMAX. Your GMC is going to populate at the bottom here. You want to make sure all your products are approved and that your site is GMC compliant. Then click on Continue. All right, so now this is a section where it talks about bidding. So you want to make sure that you choose maximize conversion value. There's another option called maximize conversions, but we don't do that for e-commerce. We're chasing after AOV. So leave it on max conversion value. And then you don't want to set a target return on ad spend because This type of strategy requires conversion data or conversion history. The ideal recommendation is you have 30 to 50 conversions within the campaign in a 30-day time frame before you even tick this on. But as a new account, you don't have that data. But if you did have that data, you would come in here and analyze your 30-day performance. Let's say you're getting a 3 ROAS, come in here and put in 300%. Google's going to get that for you every single time. But as a new account, just leave it blank. You don't have to worry about anything right here as a new account either. Click next. All right, so now locations, this is where we're targeting. So I recommend doing the United States. That's where most of the money is. Then you want to click on location options, and you want to make sure you choose presence. If you leave it on presence or interest, it allows Google to target people outside of the place that you have selected, and we don't want that. So choose presence. Now for languages, I'm going to choose English, and then you want to click on more settings here, and then you want to scroll down to where it says devices. You want to exclude tablets, and you want to exclude TV screens. The reason why is because they don't convert well for e-commerce. All right. Now you don't have to worry about anything else here. You want to run ads all day, and then click on next. All right, so you give your asset group a name, and then listing group would be the products that you want to advertise within the campaign. So you can either drill down by item ID or by custom label, depending on what type of collections or categories are within your store, right? But this is where the products are that you want to have inside the campaign, right? Now for final URL, you want to make sure that you uncheck this, right? So we're going to delete that. And you don't want, all right, so you want to leave business name blank. You don't want to add any logos. You also don't want to add any headlines, any long headlines, descriptions, or images. You don't want to add any videos, any site links. You want to leave everything completely blank because we're just giving Google our feed only, right? So you want to make sure that you click on asset optimization. This is where a lot of people mess up at. You want to make sure you uncheck some things, right? So we're going to come to text, and we're going to uncheck customization and final URL. We're going to head over to images, and we're going to uncheck enhancement and landing pages. And then we're going to head over to video, and we're going to uncheck enhancement. Now everything is unchecked. There's no headlines, descriptions, anything. We're just giving Google our feed only, right? So now you want to scroll down here where it says audience signal. So there's two types, search themes and audience signal, right? So search themes, you want to give Google ideally 50 high intent keywords revolving around your products. This is going to help them learn faster during the 14-day learn period. Same thing with audience signal. So what I do is once you have data, come in here and put in your purchases, like people who've purchased in the past 30 days, and it's just going to help the signal learn faster on who the type of people are that buy from you, right? But obviously in the beginning, you don't have any data, so you don't have to worry about audience signal for your first go at the campaign. Just make sure you add the search themes, right? Then you want to click on next. You want to give your campaign a budget of $50 a day, right? So I recommend starting out with $50 a day because it's more than enough money to allow the campaign to learn. So do $50 a day for your budget starting out. And then you want to make sure, like I said, it's on average daily budget, not campaign total budget. Because if you click campaign total budget, once the campaign spends $50, it'll stop running, and we don't want that. We want to run ads continuously. So click on next. All right. Then you want to make sure everything is right with the campaign. So just come here and look through here. Everything looks good, and then you publish the campaign, and it's really that simple. All right, guys. So if you need one-on-one help, literally me holding your hand through the entire process, I have a link in the description where you can apply to work with me, as well as if you want the full A to Z guide on how to do Google Ads dropshipping, my course will be in the description. All right, guys. I'll see you inside. Peace.
You got me reaching.